Jay-Z may have 99 problems, but Cuba isn't one. The hip-hop star and his celeb wife, Beyonce, caused quite a stir last week when the power couple celebrated their 5th wedding anniversary in Havana. Their trip instantly caught the attention of angry politicians who demanded an explanation. But Reuters reports that a source familiar with the couple's itinerary says the trip was fully licensed by the U.S. Treasury Department. Was it insensitive for the couple to economically support what some claim is a tyrannical regime? And what does this all reveal about the U.S.'s policy towards Cuba? Moreover, are Jay and Bey above the law?
Some people would argue that the reason why you can't buy an album, the reason why you can't just turn on the TV and see who you want is because of a repressive government. And because there's a repressive government, that's exactly why Jay-Z and Beyonce shouldn't show up, that they're supporting the very thing that's causing the problem for you all.
We don't see it that way. The truth is, I was born in 1976, and I'm 36 today. I left Cuba when I was 28. We are trapped in this U.S.-Cuba politics war, and after 50 years, we're still in the same place. Nothing has been changed really much. I mean, me as an ordinary citizen, and I'm talking to you from the perspective of an ordinary citizen. I mean, I have no power to change what is happening in the micropolitics of the spectrum. So for me, who's just trying to survive under those circumstances, it's really important to have a break, because those people who are making the politics, it's not really showing to me that they want to fix this situation. And I think that's a really important thing to look at, because the truth is the politics and the policies towards Cuba from the U.S. government has not working in the last 50 years. And we definitely want a change in Cuba, but we also want to see a change for the U.S. politics. And we want to feel that we are living 50 years behind and we're moving to a new direction.
I think that Jay-Z and Beyonce, this power couple, they're seen in a different light. She was singing at the inauguration. They both were invited to inauguration. And I'm sure both families are close, so you would think that they would use their celebrity for more humanitarian efforts, other than a vacation to snap some photos with kids in Cuba.
By being in Cuba, Beyonce and Jay-Z are showing that there is a country there that has been separated or isolated from the influence of American visitors and travelers, because there is a policy that comes from the time of the Cold War. Cuba is moving toward a post-Cold War era. There are reforms. Beyonce and Jay-Z went for a nice dinner at a private restaurant, and they interacted with a lot of Cubans. The idea that people go there and they cannot interact with the population is simply false. So I think it's a clarion call to all our fellow citizens about the alternative that we have to the current policy, the embargo that we have, the travel ban that we have toward Cuba.
These views are specifically my own, and I understand what everybody is saying. I just think that we should use our celebrity influence as Americans a lot better, even with these nations. Again, I go back to North Korea. They're fans of these American stars, whether it's sports, music, and I think that we can help break down these regimes and oppression by using it wisely. So Beyonce and Jay-Z, again, being such a big power couple, they could have met with some officials of the government.